Market update on the 28th, getting out kind of late, but thought I'd go ahead and do it tonight. Clearly on the daily time frame, we can tell this is a corrective wave. If we draw our parallel line here, clearly does not get outside of it, so we know it's an ABC move. So we have this labeled AB. If we zoom in here on the 1 hour time frame, we then are looking at this next move. Is this ABC? It's possible. It's not 100% yet, but this is definitely the A wave. And then we got potentially the B wave, potentially the C wave. We zoom in here on the 5-minute time frame. Actually, first, let's look at the fib extension and just see where this A wave goes right to 393.30 at the 1.61 fib. So that'd be a good place for this to finish if this ends up being the C wave. Another good place would be 363 minus 348, 15 points higher, right at 390 where we finished today. So we could be finished as well. We don't know yet, but 393, I wouldn't expect it to go that much farther than that because that's the 1.61 fib. And usually ABCs don't go farther than that. So now we're looking at this. We know this is a corrective wave. This is a corrective wave. If we zoom in here on the 5-minute time frame, this move right here is also corrective. We have XYZ, W. It looks like a double 3 to me. ABC, W, X, AB, 5-wave move, X, Y, and we're currently in the Z part of this Y wave. So we have W, X, Y. It would be a double 3. Of course, it could turn into a triple 3 as well. But this move right here is looking corrective as well. So I would expect a good place for this to end. The 1.61 fib of this is at 390 exactly. So we could have either topped out, or if we keep on going higher, I wouldn't expect us to go past 393.40. That's kind of what I see right now. And also, the fact that this is a corrective wave, there's a chance that this is actually the B wave still. So it comes right to the 1.23 fib exactly. Expanded flats usually come to the 1.23 fib. They usually don't go much past them. So if we have a red day on Monday, potentially this is actually A, and then this is actually B. Makes sense. This is a corrective wave, and B waves usually fool people. So if that was the case, let's say this is A and this is B, then we'd be looking for a move down to 377, all the way down to potentially 373. So that would be an expanded flat. If we zoom out here, it would look like AB, and we'd still only be in the A wave or the B wave. So A, B, and we get a C wave down here, and then that would complete the overall the B wave over here. So I know it's getting kind of confusing with all these corrective waves, but that would be ABCA, ABCB, A, ABCB, and then we would get a move higher, which would probably end up being, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be impulsive. It could be corrective as well. But if that were the case, we come down here to 377, then I would look for a higher move, probably around 400. Because again, look at this move right here. If this is a C wave, look how small this is compared to the A wave. It's going to have to keep on going. But if we look at the individual move on the 5-minute time frame, it looks like it's about done. So it actually makes sense that this is a B wave and we get a C wave down. That would make sense going into FOMC. So we'll see what happens. Again, there's also the move where we consider this being ABC, this being A, B, and we're getting a C wave up here. that would take us to right around 392 as well. So that's kind of my base case is 393 probably we won't get above that on Monday. Again, it's corrective though, it could keep on going, but we'll see. And if this ends up being ABC from the very top, we're looking for the C wave. Again, we have that same move that we've been talking about. Would be the rising wedge, and remember it would take us all the way to about 400 based on time and by length of the move. So that's a possibility, rising wedge. The other possibility is this is AB, A, B, C, B, C wave up here, or C wave right here. This is a C wave and we topped out. But the way it looks like a B wave to me. It doesn't look like a C wave to me. It looks like a pretty standard B wave. So I still wouldn't be surprised if we get a fall down here to 377, 373, and then we go up again. So they're kind of just jerking everybody around. Everyone's extremely bullish now. Everyone's kind of off being short. Bears are mad, and then that's when they just turn it around and take it back down. So I would look out for that. The other possibility is that this is actually A, B, C, but it's only the A wave. So you see how many different possibilities there are for this. If that's the case, we'd come down here, same way, and go higher. So there's so many different possibilities. I would say that one's not very likely because that would mean that we're going to go to potentially 420. That's the 1.61 fib of that move. So I'm leaning towards this being a B wave and we're going to go lower, but it's not something that I'm very confident in because corrective waves you can't really be that confident in. They can go so many different ways. So look out for either a rising wedge to 400. If it's not a rising wedge, I don't expect us to break 393, and I expect us to move down either way. If it's a top, we'll move down. If it's the B wave, or even if it's a C wave, we'll move down. So 393 is the magic number, and we'll see what happens on Monday. The VIX hit my target of 25.82. That's a 50% retracement. If it comes down more, I would be looking for the 0.61 fib at 24. Nothing really else to say about that other than it's fallen from 34 to 25 in about 16 days. So pretty big drop. So maybe we'll get a bounce going into FOMC. I wouldn't be surprised. People are hedging. That'd probably be the most likely scenario. And that would make sense with our scenario of SPY, this being a B wave and coming down here. So we'll see on the VIX too. The dollar, still expecting it to come down to 109. That, on the other hand, would be bullish. So that kind of conflicts with my theory on SPY. The VIX is falling. That kind of conflicts with it too. So we'll see. But yields went up higher today. Still expecting 2.81 on sometime in the future, probably in the next couple of months. So that's pretty much it. I'll put the key takeaways in the description, but just remember 393.33 is the line that I'm pretty much, we're probably not going to get above unless it's a rising wedge. If it's a rising wedge, then it could definitely keep on going as a corrective wave to 400. So key takeaways in the description. Have a good weekend. Hopefully you made some money this week. I made most of my money on SQQQ a couple days ago, actually, or was it yesterday? Yeah, besides that, I did a lot of options. I sold some puts on SPY. I did call options. And yeah, it wasn't my favorite week though. I really want to dip from here because I actually have more short position exposure right now compared to long, and I need a dip. If I get a dip, I'll be very fine with that because I have sold puts that are in like the 375 range for a couple weeks out. And I'm completely fine with that as long as my SQQQ makes some money. So that's pretty much it. I will do some other videos tomorrow on some individual names. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, have a good weekend.